that's it. We're underway. So Sue Smythe getting them going. Like we said, he'll be sharing starting duties with Professor Kieran O'Cahan. It doesn't look to be majorly fast here now as they come around.
See as they go around the two.
Yeah, we'll see how quick it is when they go around the two. But
the two girls, Rachel Smith and Ellie Hartnett, taking it out.
Yeah, that's it. It's the two girls we figured it would be. We've also got Deirdre Healy from Trinity up in the mix there too.
They're going through in 39.
And we've got Grace Lynch from UL involved with those top three. Orna Murray from UCC, like we said, she's been very solid over cross country the past couple of years. She could feature well in this race. The two UCD athletes, obviously Ellie Hartnett up there, but we've also got Ciara Rooney and Sarah Miles. So yeah, it's not actually as slow as we thought it was at the outset. We can already see, the girls going in single file here, so the pace is honest enough here at the start. Looking like it's going to be about an 80-second lap. So
they're stretching out a bit. There's two groups after forming. Some nice tunes. The race is going on.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know who's DJing, but they've got the tunes pumping. We're on about course here for about 10 minutes flat, which is decent running. 10 minutes flat for a 3K, especially this early in the year, is a quick pace. So it'll be interesting to see if they can hold it.
We'll see where they come around now for the 600.
Yeah, and they're still on course for that 10 flat. 2 minutes on the dot for the 600. So it's Rachel Smith and Ellie Hartnett, being followed closely by Grace Lynch, and then you got Orna Murray from UCC. So look, already a bit of a leading group starting to form. There's those three, and then there's a bit of a gap back to Murray. And we can't see whether that's Ciara Rooney or if it's Sarah Miles in fifth, and then there's another bit of a gap back to Deirdre Healy. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a quick enough pace here at the going. So they're coming around at the 800 metre mark here. Slowed a little bit. We're looking for about 240. Yeah, 240, 241. So they're still knocking around that 10 minute kind of mark. Yeah, and
it's really starting to stretch out now. A few groups forming. Yeah, but the girls are still holding that pace.
Yeah, and Isle, you've been in this position before. When you go out in a race and the pace is hot from the start. Like, what are you thinking at that stage? Are you just trying to keep it going, or are you thinking, look, I'm just trying to sit in, make someone else do the work? Like, what'll be the psychology that's going on right now?
Well, you can see now for the two girls, they're kind of running side by side. You kind of try to switch off, but it's easier to probably be in Ellie's position there, kind of on the shoulder of Rachel.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of sitting off slightly.
You just dropped off her.
Yeah, exactly. Just drafting off, just keep in touch, not taking up any of the work.
But also, Grace Lynch is kind of in a good position. If there is any wind out there, the two girls are completely blocking it.
Yeah, that's true.
But she needs to be careful about the move once it breaks.
Yeah, that's right. She doesn't want to get stuck on the inside. If Hartnett goes, she doesn't want to get stuck on the inside of Rachel Smith either.
No. I think Orna Murray's probably trying to break that gap or close that gap now, but it seems to be opening a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. It does. The gap with those top three seems to be widening. Murray's trying to close it and get up, make that a leading group of four. But it looks to be she's kind of just caught in no man's land here in between.
Yeah. It's probably the hardest position you can be in.
Yeah.
So it makes or breaks. Oh, you can see what time the girls come around now. Those three girls still looking quite strong.
Yeah, so the pace has definitely dropped a little bit. Still on about kind of 10:05, 10:06 pace, but it's still an honest enough clip, all right. Yeah, as you see, so it's Ciara Rooney there from UCD in fifth. And back to her from NUI Galway is Niamh Henley. And then we got Deirdre Healy and
Sarah Miles.
Sarah Miles. So those are your top kind of 7 or 8, but it's still this leading group, and they've put a bit of distance back to Orna Murray. She's not able to bridge that gap, so it looks like she's going to be stuck in no man's land in this race. It'll be very hard for her to get up and catch that leading trio at the moment, so she's just fighting for points for the team now at this stage. But it's Rachel Smith, Ellie Hartnett and Grace Lynch from UAA all kind of doing the damage here early on.
Becomes a bit of more of a time trial when you get on your own like that.
Yeah, exactly. We can see now the first of the athletes about to be lapped. We've got Rukayat Shabawale from AIT, and it looks like the 3 leaders here are gonna lap her going around the turn.
They're starting to look like they might have tried to pick it up a little bit. You have to see when they go through.
Yeah, it does. You can see there's a little bit extra effort on the faces here now, so it's starting to hurt. It's starting to hurt here at the 6-minute mark. So they have 3 full laps to go. That's 1,200 meters. 3 full laps to go, so they're just kind of coming up to the 2K mark.
They've definitely pushed it on a bit when they're passing at AIT.
Yeah, and you can see now Rachel Smith is trying to make a move here. She's kind of put a little bit of pace in, so
yeah, she's probably trying to get away from Ellie's quick pace. You can see over Ellie's 15 time and that.
Yeah, and that's right. Ellie Hartnett, obviously the IUAA 1500 meter record holder, so she's got serious speed over 1500 meters. So you kind of think if it comes down to a shootout at the end of this race, that she'll fancy her kick over anyone else's.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why Rachel Smith is going early.
Yeah.
They're 6:50 through 2K, so 325 kilometers. It's good going. It's about 10:15 pace for the race, so it has slowed a little bit since the opening couple of laps.
Yeah.
But we'll see. There might be a sudden injection of pace here in the last 800.
They were just trying to make a break there, but you need to make it significant. Because Ellie and Grace Lynch they're holding on.
Yeah, and it is. It's still Rachel Smith in the black of NUI Minute. Ellie Hartnett with the orange spikes there used to be behind her.
They're after
Grace Lynch
passing at Jenny O'Loughlin, WIT.
Yeah, that's right. Jenny O'Loughlin now the second athlete to be lapped. We've got Orna Murray still running strong here for 4th. It doesn't look like she'll get up for a medal, but she looks to have consolidated 4th place over Ciara Rooney from UCD.
Yeah, holding on strongly anyway.
But it's still Rachel Smith leading here. Looks to be a little bit of a gap forming now from Ellie Hartnett to Grace Lynch. So looks like Grace Lynch might be falling off the pace here set by Rachel Smith. And a little bit of a gap forming from Rachel Smith back to Ellie. Yeah, so it looks like it's all going down
the
here.
bend. Yeah.
All going down here. 5:50 to go, just over half a K. And it looks like Rachel Smith is starting to put a bit of distance between herself and Ellie Hartnett. Big gap starting to form now back to Grace Lynch. Will she have anything to come back?
We'll see now. Rachel's after really opening that gap. She knew when to move. She had a good race plan.
Yeah, that's right. And look, it's Rachel Smith. She's away and clear. She's got 10 metres.
And she's flying. She's really comfortable.
Yeah. And here we go. So it's 8:45 with 400 metres to go. So 10 metres back to Ellie, another couple of metres back to Grace Lynch, but it's going to be Rachel Smith here.
And we'll have to see.
She's doing all the running here.
Yeah, she really is flying, yeah.
Yeah,
she's
3:50 to go. Yeah, and that gap is now up to 20 metres. Ellie Hartnett's finished.
We'll have to see now to be a fight between 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, exactly. Can Grace Lynch get up on Ellie Hartnett and make it a race for 2nd? Ellie, obviously, like we were saying, she should have good finishing speed. She's not going to catch Rachel Smith, but it could be a fight on here if Grace Lynch can get up on her shoulder. It's still Orna Murray going to take 4th.
Well, we can see Rachel Smith flying.
Yeah,
through 209.20.
That's it. The gap is now 50 metres, so Rachel Smith absolutely flying down. She's gone. 150 to go, and it's going to be Rachel Smith taking the gold here, so improving on her 2nd place finish in the 3K and indoors. Yeah, and that's now 80 metres back to Ellie Hartnett.
It's a fantastic run.
Yeah, great run.
Really executed well.
Yeah, she did, and she controlled it from the outset.
She did, yeah.
You know, she set the pace early. She set a good pace early with about a K to go. She ratcheted it up. So here she is.
Sub
70, 69, 72nd last lap. So
yeah, very good.
Yeah, very, very quick finish there from Rachel Smith.
9:54.46.
Yeah, so great race.
We have Ellie coming through now.
Ellie Hartnett coming through now in second,
and
Grace
Lynch
in third. So absolutely fantastic run there from Rachel Smith.
Yeah,
you know, 69 second last lap.
It's clipping
to
after.
take the win from Ellie Hartnett.
Yeah.
Geez, that is clipping.
With some of the girls coming through now in their last lap. And
Yeah.
here's Erna Murray finishing. She ran a strong race throughout.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, she got isolated early, so you know she was running on her own for most of it. But she ran well to kind of hang on to fourth place and points in the bag for UCC.
And here's one of the UCD girls coming along.
Yeah, and it's Sarah Miles who actually got up on her
Oh,
teammate
whoa.
Ciara Rooney to take
we
fifth.
missed that after.
Yeah. So it's Ciara Rooney coming in there to take sixth.
And we have Deirdre Healy from
in
Trinity.
seventh. Yeah.
And UIG.
Yeah, Niamh Henley from Galway. And then we've got Jenny O'Loughlin taking the bell there for Waterford.
First TCU girl.
That is Orla Bollard.
And we have Blahin Shield finishing now.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, nice one from Blahin. Your Raheny Shamrock's
Yeah.
clubmate.
Slash Trinity.
Slash Trinity clubmate, yeah.